Every time you reach for your phone, you think you're choosing to. But what if that choice was never yours? That familiar itch in your pocket, that phantom buzz that isn't even real? It's not curiosity, it's a command. You're being trained, not with chains or cages, but with chemicals. Each swipe, each tap, isn't you seeking pleasure, it's your brain begging for dopamine. And the people who built your favorite apps know this better than you do. 1. The chemical code. Dopamine isn't happiness, it's anticipation, the maybe chemical. When your brain thinks a reward might be coming, dopamine spikes, and you act. That's why you keep checking your phone. It's not the reward you crave, it's the hope of it. That's why slot machines work. That's why likes and views feel good. It's the same mechanism, just digital, invisible, everywhere. Every notification, every sound is calculated to hit that neural slot machine again and again. They don't give you constant rewards. They give you maybe, because maybe keeps you coming back. 2. The design built for addiction. The infinite scroll wasn't invented for convenience. It was invented for control. You don't stop because there's no end, no pause, no exit. Autoplay, streaks, hearts, stories, loops. These aren't features. They're levers. Your attention became a product, and dopamine became the payment. The more you scroll, the more they earn. Not in coins, but in control. Every color is tested, every sound engineered, every animation designed to make your brain whisper, one more. 3. The trap. When pleasure becomes pain. You delete the app, you swear you're done, and yet, days later, your thumb hovers over the screen again. That's not weakness, that's wiring. The brain remembers reward loops. The more dopamine you feed it, the less satisfied it becomes. So it demands more. Longer sessions, louder hits, shorter attention. Soon, silence feels uncomfortable. Boredom feels painful. Focus feels impossible. That's the price of dopamine debt. 4. The reprogramming. How algorithms learn you. At first, dopamine drove your habits. Now it drives your identity. Your humor, your opinions, your goals, all nudged by algorithms that learned what makes your brain spike. Every scroll rewires your preferences. Every like teaches the system who you are, or at least who it can turn you into. You're no longer chasing pleasure. You're chasing prediction. The system predicts you so well that eventually you start predicting yourself. You stop asking, oh, what do I want to do? And start asking, what do I feel like doing? And what you feel like doing is whatever gives you that next hit. That's the trap. 6. The escape. Rewiring the mind. The only way out is not to fight dopamine, but to understand it. You can't kill the craving, but you can change what feeds it. When you start rewarding yourself for progress instead of pleasure, your brain rewires itself. When you learn to tolerate boredom, dopamine starts working for you again, not against you. Read, create, move, sit in silence. The first few minutes will feel unbearable. That's your brain detoxing from constant stimulation. But beyond that silence, you'll feel something you forgot existed. Clarity. And in that clarity, you'll finally see how much control you always had. They built the dopamine trap to keep you scrolling. But now, you can use the same wiring to start living. You've seen how the system trains your attention. Every click, every scroll, every sound, they all shape your behavior. But awareness, that's the glitch in the code. When you notice the pattern, even once, the system loses a little of its hold. Can you choose what to feed your mind? If this truth pulled you out of autopilot, stay here. That simple act of subscribing is you choosing awareness over distraction. Because the next time you open YouTube, your brain will reach for another hit. And when it does, let it find something that rewires you instead of draining you.